Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi. I'm happy to meet you all, and today we are going to be playing some Radiant Typhoon. I have never even looked at this deck, but I do know it can be played with Runick. So we will figure it out as we go. How about that? Let's see. The deck was super cheap because we just gave up on hand traps. There's no room for them. We don't need hand traps. Hand traps are for people who are afraid of your opponent when they go first. You just need to play a ton of removal. More removal than they've ever seen. And then you can just deal with whatever board they make. Especially if it's all spells and traps, because a lot of interruption is monster negates. It's not spells and traps. So, let's get started. Going first. You guys have no idea how much I love Runick. Runick is such a good deck. It's so much fun to play. Oh, is Konami asleep? Is it too early in the morning? Hello, hey, Kiyogami, welcome to the stream. Eventually I will get into a game, I guess. Come on. You guys did maintenance for this, right? You didn't just do maintenance to add cards to the game. Okay, going first again. There we go. Oh. It didn't... I guess I forgot to change my border. Or my house. Hold on. I'll change my house after this game. Alright, so we got Eldom, which is fantastic. So we'll start things off. We activate Runick Flashing Fire. And we're going to... special summon... Hugin the Runick Wings to the extra monster zone. Hugin effect, discard MST, and we'll grab our Runick Fountain. Alright, now we activate Runick Fountain. And since our opponent controls no spells or traps, we can special summon Radiant Typhoon Alpha from our hand. Eldam's effect, we grab the... do we want to get Swen or do we want to get Cross? We want to get Swen, right? Yeah. Alright, we're going to link summon. Let's pull off a heist! Link to IP Masquerena! Alright, we special summon Radiant Typhoon Swen. And Swen's effect. We grab... let's see... do we want Chant or do we want Vision? Our last monster that we can get is Meghala. Okay. We'll activate Chant. And we're going to draw the Meghala. Milk, hello, Liquid Rax, welcome to the stream. Alright, we special summon the Meghala. Now we can make Varurun. Oh. I guess. Sure, why not? That's just like, Opening the continuous trap is a little bit weird. It makes me not sure of what my line is, but okay, so for those of you that are just joining, I've literally never played this deck before. I know how to play Runick. I will play Runick all day, every day. But Radiant Typhoon is a little bit weird. There are some win locks, but not every card win locks you. So I have to, and you have a link monster. So the problem is, Runick summons to the extra monster zone, and they're fusion monsters. So I have to use my Runick spell before I win lock myself, and then I have to get one monster out, and then I have to link those two off into IP Masquerena, so that I have link arrows to summon another link monster too, which is really awkward. And we drew the mandate again. How? Okay, whatever. Alright, well, we activate Allure. So now every time I activate a quick play spell, my opponent has to banish the top card of their deck, which includes the Radiant Typhoon ones. Alright, we special summon Eldam. Eldam grabs us the Sven. Now we special summon Sven. Sven grabs us. He's gonna Valor Sven. Okay. Alright, let's go, Smiting Storm. And we special summon the Hugin the Runic Wings. Can this card put it from the graveyard? It can put it from the graveyard. That's insane. Okay. So we can discard the mandate. We're going to see a deck profile through Runick Allure. No! Stop! Bro is not letting me play the game. Alright. Well. Then in that case, I guess we Masquerena and pass. Oh, I forgot to change my my pass again. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so I can destroy one of his special summon monsters. He's gonna max C in response to... This is the main phase? Bro, you should have done it... You should have done that in the draw phase. You think I'm making SP Little Knight? Nah, we got a new monster. WP Fancy Ball! Bro's gonna activate Illusion of Chaos. Add the... Let's see. He's gonna Magician Souls. I can't stop that card either. Special summon the Dark Magician. Well, I do apologize, but I have Runic Flashing Fire. So we're going to banish your Dark Magician along with the top two cards of your deck. Nice alt-art Secrets of Dark Magic. Allure banishes the Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. He's going to Soul Servant for one card. Okay. The other card that's in his hand is the Rod. Okay. No! Bro, you activated a quick play spell! For those of you that don't know, Runick Allure is either player. He drew the Dark Magician Girl. Not bad. It was just another one. Alright, yeah, go ahead and go into your Dark Magician of Destruction. You gonna search? Nope. Beat over the WP Fancy Ball and pass. Fair enough. My turn. We drew Crosy. Crosy is a level 6, so I can't actually summon it. Alright, that's fine. We'll pass. That was so funny. I can't believe he got lucky. Alright, he's going to activate Shining Spark, but all 3 of his Dark Magician Girls are banished. Alright, special summon the Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic. And then summon another copy of Dark Magician of Destruction. He's running 2. Okay. Now he can add a card that mentions Dark Magician from the deck to the hand. That does give him lethal. This guy had insane top decks. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he went Dark Magician Girl into Dark Magician Girl. He opened 2 hand traps, and then he also opened Illusion of Chaos and Magician Souls. So, yeah. Oh! A quick play spell was activated. Let's grab Chance. Alright, well, if he's smart, he'll just end the turn. Okay, so he should have gone to his main phase 2 and used Dragoon to destroy my monster. Then I would have taken 2,000 damage and I would have lost. But he didn't do that. My turn. Curses. That's fun. Alright. Activate Chant. Let's grab Eldum. We normal summon Eldum and use its effect. Grab Phonics the Great Flame. Activate Mystical Space Typhoon. Destroy Shining Sarcophagus. Banish a card from the top of the deck. Radiant Typhoon, the Phonics the Great Flame special summons itself. Okay. Activate Freezing Curses. And we're going to special summon Sleipnir the Runic Mane. Oh no, I forgot. Darn, I was thinking I could just banish his Dragoon. Or I could just attack his Dragoon with Phonics, but I forgot that I don't get a battle phase. Okay, this works. Alright, surely he doesn't top deck Insane again. Bakura 100, what's up, Serafi? Hello. Alright, he drew a card, so we get a token. He's gonna imperm. Okay. Oh wait, did I don't think I actually skipped my battle phase. Hold on. Alright, we tribute summon Radiant Typhoon Crossy. And we're going to add Mandate and MST. Set both. And then, yeah, I didn't actually skip my battle phase last turn, which is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna activate Sleipnir's effect. Is that a Typhon? Listen. Is that Dominus Impulse? He has a trap in his graveyard because he top decked the Imperm last turn. He's gonna destroy my Sleipnir. Alright. That's fine. Ooh, it's, Mikala. Oh, do I not have 3 quick play spells in my graveyard anymore? I have 2, okay. Alright, we'll activate Flashing Fire. Oh, wait, no! I should have done that at my... I should have done that in the battle phase. Oops. Alright, whatever. Just summon Hugin the Runic Wings. Allure's effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Hugin's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. Okay, I can finally draw my fountain. Yo, we hit his Magician Souls. Get wrecked, nerd. Activate the Runic Fountain. Oh, I don't have a Radiant Typhoon quick play spell card in my graveyard right now. I see. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we'll just make a little knight here. And since we can't attack this turn anyway, let's go ahead and banish Dark Magician from his graveyard. Alright, he's got 1 card in his hand, and we have an MST. An MST, as you all know, negates. He's going to activate Preparation of Rites. We will activate Mystical Space Typhoon. Radiant Typhoon Mandate negates the Preparation of Rites. Runick Allure's effect. It was called by the grave. Dude, this deck feels amazing. I was getting destroyed, and then he made 1 misplay, and I came back hard. Alright, we special summon the Eldom. Eldom effect, we grab the Swen. Special summon Swen. Swen effect. We grab Radiant Typhoon Chant. Activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. Draw another Swen. That triggers Allure. Now we can use Radiant Typhoon Mandate. So we target 3 cards in our graveyard. And shuffle them all back. We drew an MST, that's huge. Normal summon Swen. Oh, can I battle? I can battle. Yeah, let's go! Always important to remember that sometimes you do have a battle phase when you're playing Runick. Now that was a game. Alright, that was... Okay, listen. I know that I've talked crap about Typhoon in the past, but if you don't have a battle phase, sometimes your opponent Dragoons you, and this is the only option. Alright, this hand looks insane. Let's start with Golden Droplet. Of course my ace monster would be an angel. Guide them to the afterlife. Hugin the Runic Wings. Radiant Typhoon Varurin the Vortex, the Vibrant Vortex. Special summons itself from hand since we activated a quick play spell. I activate my field spell, Runic Fountain. I'm just glad Runick is unplayable in Genesis format. What? People play Runick in Genesis? So have you not been paying attention to, what's his name? The guy? What is his name? Joshua Smith? Alright, we're gonna grab, Radiant Typhoon Chant. Now I activate Radiant Typhoon Chant, and I'll use it to draw the Eldom. Special summon Eldom. Eldom effect. We grab the Meghala. Alright. Now we're going to link into IP Masquerena. Okay. Next, we special summon Meghala. And now we're going to link into Varurun. Alright, here's the link to for Radiant Typhoon. Radiant Typhoon Varurun the Marine Eidolon. This card lets me draw MST, and then if a quick play spell card is activated, I can place a Radiant Typhoon continuous trap from my deck or graveyard face up on my field. Set the MST, pass turn. This is the typical Runick end board. So we have IP Masquerena, so we can link off. We have the trap from the deck. We have the Varurun to negate a monster effect. The opponent is going to activate Dark Magical Circle. That's awkward. I have not been able to Runick Flashing Fire yet. Technically, MST already negates, so I don't really need to worry about it. I love that they gave Mystical Space Typhoon an animation. It looks so clean. What's up? Hey, it's Alice in Borderland and Actual Clowns saying Runick frowning face. Actual Clowns, is that Maggie? Maggie coming to one of my streams for once? Hello! Sorry guys, I didn't realize I had this much activity on Twitch already. I have 2 different screens, of course. Yeah, hi. Great. Nice to see you. Alright. Discarding the Dark Magician to special summon the Apprentice Illusion Magician. Apprentice Illusion Magician's effect. We're going to activate the effect of Radiant Typhoon Varurun, the Vibrant Vortex. So our opponent has activated a monster effect. We can negate that effect since we have an MST in graveyard. And since we have 2 MSTs in graveyard, we can destroy the monster. Opponent sets 1. Is before end of main. This is fine. Alright, we don't have any sort of damage, but that's okay, because we don't have a battle phase anyway. We drew another Eldham, which is crazy. Bullying this DM player? Absolutely. DM is good now. Radiant Typhoon Eldham effect. So we are going to grab the Swen. Does he have Droll? No. Okay. Special summon Swen. Swen effect. We're going to grab the Radiant Typhoon Manifestation. Now I can activate Radiant Typhoon Manifestation, and I'm going to send a Radiant Typhoon monster from deck to graveyard, which is going to be my, what's his name? Phonics. Okay. Now I can activate Mandate's effect, and I can target 3 quick play spells. I haven't looked at Yu-Gi-Oh! For like 6 months. Yeah, it's wild. Alright, so we get to choose, we're going to choose, we're going to choose these 3 quick play spells, shuffle them back into the deck. So Mandate is basically like Runick Fountain. Oh my god, we drew another Flashing Fire. So good. Alright, we seize into number 77, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, for another monster negate. Is that Nib? I haven't summoned 5 times, have I? Alright. Skip the battle phase and pass. We control everything. No one is allowed to do anything. I can't attack. He can't activate monster effects. We're good. This is the game state. The opponent's going to activate Eternal Soul. Cringe. How do I not have Mystical Space Typhoon right now? My entire reason for living is MST, and I don't have one. Alright, there's the Dark Magician, you know, that's fine. It's okay that Dark Magician exists. I was going to activate Dark Magic Attack. Oh no. That's not good. Alright, well, we'll activate Runick Flashing Fire, which doesn't work because of Eternal Soul. Crap. But that does trigger my Radiant Typhoon Varurun, so since I activated a quick play spell card, on resolution I get to play my trap card right back to the field. Let's go. Alright, he's gonna summon his guy. Dark Magician of Destruction. As you do. Dark Magician of Destruction's effect, we will negate that. Oh, it's unaffected! Because its name is Dark Magician, it's unaffected! Ah! Thousand Knives? Thousand Knives targeting what? Alright, well, I mean, no choice then. I can't get rid of his Dark Magician, so I guess we just banish the Eternal Soul. That works. Magician Soul's effect. Pitch a card. No. Actually, I think rather than it being Revive Dark Magician, I think we're both just going to draw a card. Thank you. Soul Servant. That's unfortunate. Where's my allure? Ah. Palladium Oracle Mahad? Are you serious? Okay. He gets to draw Mahad. I'm gonna SP here. I'm just gonna banish. I'm gonna banish my 2 monsters that are in attack position. Later. Tactical retreat. It worked. He can't beat over the Gossip Shadow. My turn. Ooh, it's Crossy. Alright, so first things first, we activate Freezing Curses. And we are going to special summon Gary the Runic Fangs. Gary allows us to grab the Runic Fountain from our graveyard, and since we activated a quick play spell, we can also special summon a Radiant Typhoon Crossy from our graveyard, or from our hand. Crossy's effect, we are now locked into Wind. We're going to grab Radiant Typhoon Vision and Mystical Space Typhoon. Mahad in 2026, I am as shocked as you are. Activate Runic Fountain. Alright, now we activate Runic Flashing Fire. We're going to destroy Mahad. That banishes the top 2 cards of his deck. Runic Fountain activates as a Chain Link 1. Mahad's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. Very nice. Alright, we're going to activate Radiant Typhoon Manifestation. And we're going to send our Phonics from deck to graveyard. Why is Phonics already in our graveyard? Oh, it is. Oh, it's only Mystical Space Typhoon that revives this card from the graveyard. I see. Okay. Well then. We'll activate Radiant Typhoon Vision so we can draw 2 cards. And then we discard 1. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we activate Mandate's effect and we're going to shuffle back 3 cards. We draw another card. Alright, we'll activate Vision's second effect to just draw MST. Sick. Alright. Set 1. Set 2. Now we'll activate Varurune's effect. And we turn both of our monsters into continuous spells. Yo, hello, EdCov17. Welcome to the stream. We are playing, of course, the best deck in the game, which is Runick. I was going to activate a Magician's Souls. He has yet another Dark Magician somehow. Alright, we activate Runick Tip. And we're going to draw Runick Freezing Curses. Then we banish the top card of our opponent's deck. How many cards does he have left? 29? Inefficient. Why am I dealing with such inefficiency? There's Dark Magician. Alright, we activate Mystical Space Typhoon. And we're going to destroy Dark Magician. The opponent is going to chain Secrets of Dark Magic, allowing him to fusion summon. We will SP Little Knight in response, and we're going to remove Gary from our EMZ. Now you don't have enough materials. Alright, Radiant Typhoon. Yeah, that's right. You didn't make a scale out of DM? Oh, you're right. I should have made him a pendulum scale. What was I thinking? Kiyogami with the objectively correct Runick Radiant Typhoon plays. This is why I have to learn this deck. This is the hand of all time. Special summon Radiant Typhoon Megala. I was going to Fualos. I will chain Runick Slumber. And I'm going to special summon Munin the Runic Wings. Okay. Munin the Runic Wings is effect. We discard the... Phonics. Crowsea's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. Grab Runick Allure. Crowsea's effect. We grab Eldom and MST. Activate Allure. Special summon Eldom. Eldom grabs a Swen. Special summon Swen. Swen's effect. We grab Chit. Alright, now... Oh, am I win-locked already? I am win-locked already. Okay, that's fine. I played Snake Eyes a lot. Scaling Monsters is pretty good, especially when a card says you can control only one. Ooh, okay, interesting. Alright, we're just gonna grab another MST. Banish the top card of his deck. Then we also get to special summon Vortex. What? Hold on now! Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, Munin is level 3, guys! We could just use Munin as material. Cool, that means that I can make my Verd still. What do you mean he's also playing Runick? Alright, well we set 3 MSTs, so surely this is just lethal. This man's name is Let Me Cook, by the way. Didn't set 4 MSTs? SMH. Alright, we'll go ahead and we're going to MST his Runick Droplet. And that'll give us the trap card. He special summons Hugin. Allure. Allure. That's 2 quick play spell cards. Then we have Varurun as an optional. And I think that means I can't use any of the others. Oh, I can. Okay. Phonics as a Chainlink 4. And Maghala as a Chainlink 5. So we special summon Crocy from our deck and Phonics from our graveyard. Then we place our trap. Banish. Banish. Crocy effect. Wait, did he not activate Hugin? He didn't even activate Hugin. What the heck? Alright, we'll just add we get to get back the MST. Behold! Behold the value! Well, it's gonna activate Runick Fountain. Sure. Now they're going to activate Runick Slumber. We activate Mystical Space Typhoon targeting the Runick Fountain. And we activate Mandate's effect. We're going to negate Hugin. Alright, we lose the top 3 cards of our deck, but he loses the top 2 cards of his deck. Evenly matched. Oh, gross. He's playing Stun Runick. What? Bro. Bro, do you see space on my board for me to special summon? What do you hope to accomplish with this? Set 2. Battle phase skipped. Alright, we're going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon. We're going to destroy the back row. And that triggers Runic Allure and also triggers Phonics. So we can bounce this and bounce this. Alright, Mandate effects. Shuffle 3 back, draw a card. This is what life is like. Alright. Activate Rune's effect. Place itself and Hugin in the back row. Now I can Runic. We'll activate Runic Slumber. Of course my ace monster would be an angel. Guide them to the afterlife. Level 2, Hugin the Runic Wings. Do I need MST? Kind of, right? It's fine. Huzzah, my Fountain! I love you so much. Never leave me again, Fountain. Activate Fountain. Alright, now we'll activate Runic Destruction, since he has a spell or trap. I love that I can just give them destruction targets. That is such a good use of... This is so much synergy. These two decks were made to be played together. It is so amusing that like one of my big games against is just literally like a Runic mirror, but I'm not just playing Runic, and so he gets wrecked. Alright, so we're gonna activate Typhoon chance to draw MST. Banish another card. Then we'll activate Visions. We're gonna draw 2. We pitch the Smiting Storm. Alright, Mandate's effect. Targets, targets, and targets. Thank you. Set 1, skip the battle phase, go ahead. We have so many negates, it's insane. Look at all these cards he doesn't get to play because I banished them. Grave of the Super Ancient Organisms. Majesty's Fiend, evenly matched. Dimensional Fissure. Runic Flashing Fire. Unending Nightmare. All 3 dimensional fissures. I'm doing work. Atomic Bomb versus Copic Baby. Anytime someone else tries to play Runic against me, it's an Atomic Bomb versus Copic Baby. I know this deck better than anyone. You should never play Stun Runic. Always play Combo Runic. Combo Runic is so good because all Runic does is you give up the ability to win the game with the battle phase. And in exchange, you get infinite resource regeneration. It just takes any combo deck and turns it into a control deck. And winning the game is overrated anyway. If you're winning the game, your opponent isn't suffering, and suffering is what it's all about, chat. Let's see, 1,000, 2262. Okay, so I need 16. So I think if I just make SP, I win. Runic Stun. I'm not playing Stun. He's playing Stun. Hello, Ray NTN. Welcome to the stream. Oh, he's saying Runic Sun is better than this. That okay? That's not the sus eyes face. It's the a bunch of greater than signs. I see. Belbascott, hello, nice deck. Welcome back to the stream, Belbascott. Oh yes, you want to see the deck list? Absolutely. Let me show the deck list. Hold on. Well, let's see. Oops. This will be on my YouTube channel. But hold on. Oh no. Oh, actually, yes, I do want to change my accessories. Give me my Trap Tricks field. I want the Trap Tricks music. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so we have one Maghala, Radiant Typhoon Maghala. We have 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Eldam. We have 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Swen. We have 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Crocy. We have 1 copy of Radiant Typhoon Varurun the Vibrant Vortex. We have 1 copy of Radiant Typhoon Phonix the Great Flame, which is a wind pyro monster for some reason. I am still thinking about getting Radiant Typhoon. It's possible. Is this not a winged beast? Is this not the definition of a winged beast to you guys, chat? Where is the pyro in this artwork? 1 copy of Runick Fountain. Open the box for Assault Mode. I already have Assault Mode. I showed you. 2 copies of Runick Allure. 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. 2 copies of Runick Tip. 3 copies of Runick Flashing Fire. 1 Runick Destruction. 2 Runick Freezing Curses. 2 Runick Slumbers. I can't believe this deck is still limited, by the way. Unlimit all these cards. These cards should all be at 3. 1 Runick Smiting Storm, 3 Runick Godon Droplets, 3 Radiant Typhoon Chance, 1 Radiant Typhoon Manifestation, 3 Radiant Typhoon Visions, and 1 Radiant Typhoon Mandate. Do you think this is better than Sprite Runick right now? This is not better than Runick Sprite for hire, but it is 10 times better than Sprite Runick. These 2 decks work very well together. They have a ton of synergy. 2 copies of Hugin the Runick Wings, 1 copy of Munin the Runick Wings, 2 copies of Gary of the Runick Fangs, 1 Royal Sleipnir the Runick Mane. If you don't have a Royal Sleipnir, you are not a Runick player. 2 number 75 Bamboozling Gossip Shadows, 1 Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 SP Little Knight, 2 copies of Radiant Typhoon Varurun the Marine Eidolon, 1 Harazvelgir the Desperate Doomingle, and 1 WP Fancy Ball. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, those last 2 games were really good. I'm going to save these replays. As I see, every Runick card should be free except the field spell. Eh. IDK, how much good is going second, though? Watch the stream. I will go second at some point. Alright, we have good music now. Alright, let's see. What order do we want to do this in? Is there a way for me to get MST in my graveyard so that I can use Ash to negate... So that I can use Varurun to negate Ash if he stops me from... Alright, we're going to start things off with Radiant Typhoon Champ. And we'll use it to get Swen. This triggers Varun. Varun doesn't lock me into win, does it? No. Okay. We're going to bait a little bit more. So we special summon Swen. Swen grabs us the manifestation. And we're going to special summon Eldam. Eldam grabs us the Crocy. Nothing yet. Alright, we activate Runick Tip. And we're going to draw Runick Golden Droplet. It's Cyber Dragons. Very funny. Alright, now we activate Runick Golden Droplet. Of course my ace monster would be an angel. Guide them to the afterlife. Level 2, Hugin the Runic Wings. I activate my field spell, Runic Fountain. Let's pull off a heist linked to IP Masquerena. Multiple copies of the field spell makes the deck stun. I mean, so. Alright, we activate Radiant Typhoon Vision to draw MST. That triggers Crocy. We can be locked in to win now. Crocy effect. We grab the Meghala and an MST. They pretty much forgot about Runick. Imagine giving this deck a secret pack while half the cards are still 1-2. Yeah, I know. It's pretty rough. Alright, Link Summon. Radiant Typhoon Varun the Marine Eidolon. I need to make up some summoning chants for the Radiant Typhoon cards, I guess. Set 3. I guess we passed. So what are they playing? They're playing Cyber Dragons, that's right. 16 live viewers. Hello everyone, my name is Rafi and I'm happy to meet all of you. Start by setting? Why would you do that? What on earth are you thinking? Set the trap with the link too. You have to activate Mystical Space Typhoon to do that. So I can do it right now, but I would not be able to do it on my turn unless I was willing to destroy one of my own cards, which I'm absolutely not willing to do. Alright, so we're going to special summon Phonics from our deck. And then we activate the Radiant Typhoon Mandate. I think we're locked into win now. Yes. Battle. He's going to attack the monster that's already used its effect this turn. Very weird choice. But okay. That's all he's going to do. Okay. Mandate effect. The new animations are so smoother. Yep. Alright, we draw. My turn. Runic Destruction. Fantastic. Shuffle 3 back. Draw a card. Radiant Typhoon Varurun effect. Get rid of both monsters. We can't battle. Punt sets 1. We'll summon another one. Okay. Activate MST. Pop. MST destroys monsters now? Yep. Alright, we'll activate Chant. We grab Eldam. Special summon Eldam. Eldam grabs Swen. Special summon Swen. Swen effect. Grab Vision. Activate Vision. I like the idea of making a deck around an old card. Yeah, this is basically... Oh, I can... Oops. I might have just missed lethal, actually. I didn't realize I had 3 quick play spells back in my graveyard now. Yes, I do like the idea of making a deck around an old card. It's pretty cool. No, we did not miss lethal. Okay, that's fine. I was AFK for a second. Why is Harry using Luster Dragons? We are technically in bronze. This is a brand new account. So, looks like he is just a new player. It's funny, I was up against like a pro Runic player last game, and now this game I'm up against a guy who's playing the standard deck. But I mean, that's just how things are sometimes. Galaxy Trance. Okay, it looks like he's trying to play Galaxy Eyes. No, you have joined the Runic side? What? Excuse me, I've been a Runic player since before I made this channel. Thank you very much. Ito Suragishin 6202. He has always been on that side, thank you. Runic and Cash player. That's right. I made a video about combining Runic with Kashtira, which is, as it turns out, is not nearly as good as combining Runic with Radiant Typhoon. Harry was Kite Tenjo. Hello, Nachito Gameplays 9024. Welcome to the stream. Next is Mirror Force. Mirror Force already has an archetype. There's Mirror Force Launcher, and then there's all the Mirror Force retrains. Didn't you combine Runick with all the Guru's decks too? I did. I just never played it. I just showed them how to do it. Alright, let's see. Elemental Hero Sparkman with Skyscraper. That's an interesting choice. So we'll start things off with a good old Runick Allure, so we can get a deck profile. Alright, let's activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. I play Typhon Fiendsmith. Mirror Force Dragon. Mirror Force Dragon is technically a card that exists, it's true. I remember the Abyss Actor Runic monstrosity you created. You're welcome. I did that for you. Alright, so our opponent controls a monster, so the only way that we can start special summoning Radiant Typhoon cards is by putting MST in our graveyard. This guy has a 60-card hero deck. Most of Bronze are bots, not real players. Not all of them. We had some good games. We've had 2 good games so far, which is better than usual for Bronze. I'll get through Bronze as quickly as I can. What are the top 3 best decks playable with Runick right now? Runick Sprite for Hire, Runick Radiant Typhoon, and then probably, if I had to pick a third one, it would be Runick Generator. Best players are found at Rookie. I mean, that's where I usually am, so that's objectively true, I suppose. Battle. We're going to activate Runick Flashing Fire. And we special summon our Sleipnir the Runick main. Where is Runick Stun? In the trash where it belongs. You mean Runick Generator? You're basically dueling Judai right now, it's true. Guess I better stack Lancia? Yeah. To be fair, they are lore related. They are, and they do work somewhat well together. They're not amazing, but there's not no synergy. I played it because I wanted to play Runick, but oof, not fun. Set 2. Pass. Runick Stun is kind of boring, yes. Runick Stun is not... First of all, it's not good, because Runick is not enough. You are better off playing like a pure stun deck as opposed to a Runick deck. Stun players seem to think that Runick adds something to their end board, when in reality, your best stun end board is to set 5. So you don't have actual space. Like, you are better off playing 5 continuous traps than you are playing, like, you leaving a board space open for quick play spell cards. So that's why Runick is not a good option for stun players, which they don't understand. And people continue to... Like, Horus is a much better engine for stun than Runick is. Because with Horus, not only are you able to create interruption, but that interruption is actually a threat that has to be dealt with. The Runick cards are not threats, which is the main reason why Runick is so... iffy. Liquid giving me Duel Links PTSD right now? Oh, I guess you did, like, the first thing that you did was, or the last time you played Duel Links was during, like, the hero meta. That's been gone for a while now. It's going to be rough playing Orcust with my Babel constantly being targeted by MST. Good. Orcust doesn't deserve to exist. Runick Stun can deck the opponent out in the first turn. That is a complete lie. Runick is stunned. There's spell or trap in that deck. Alright, we're going to activate MST. We're going to pop this back row. And that triggers my Varurune. Time to Cog, sir. I mean, Cog is a Duel Links term, but I am climbing. No, Orcust is peak. I mean, not Master Duel Orcust. Master Duel Orcust is toxic. 3 years to deck out this guy? Listen, it's okay. We don't need to, why would we be in a rush? We're having a good time. We're having a comfy, this is a comfy stream. What did he say? Slime Sarafi. Okay, let's see. Alright, hold on. That's a little bit awkward. My levels don't line up properly. Well, let me see. Oh yeah, he gave up. That's cool. One card at a time. That's right. Runick Allure. Runick Allure means that as long as the game keeps going, we keep winning. Sean Matrai is raiding with a party of 29. What? Sean, Sean, listen, Sean, I appreciate it, but I don't think your audience wants to watch someone play Runick for 30 minutes. What's up? Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Sean Matrai, everybody, a fantastic content creator, really nice guy. Welcome. My name is Sarafi. I'm happy to meet all of you. We are playing Runick Radiant Typhoon, which is a fantastic deck. I hope you guys enjoy. I play hero myself. This bot is giving me blood pressure. Waiting for the DC cup to get my gems. Nice. They had to watch me get Nibiru'd for 5 hours? What deck were you playing that you just couldn't play around Nibiru? Alright, let's see. We'll start things off with Radiant Typhoon Swen. Swen's effect to grab the Radiant Typhoon Chance. Next we special summon Maghala. What am I going to discard here? I need to play. I need to go into Hugin right now, but I guess I have to discard the Varurune, which is awkward. This card doesn't special summon itself from the graveyard, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Alright, well, here we go. Of course my ace monster would be an angel. Guide them to the afterlife. Hugin the Runic Wings. Virtual World. Oh, were you playing Duel Links? Understandable. I was about to say, Nibiru is not that popular right now. Alright, we're going to link into IP Masquerena. Alright, now that IP is out, we have arrows, so we can safely windlock ourselves. Activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. Grab our Eldam. This triggers Maghala, and it also triggers Crocy. Crocy comes out, and Maghala special summons from the deck. We're going to special summon our boss monster, Radiant Typhoon Phonix the Great Flame. Crocy's effect when it's special summoned, we get to add a Radiant Typhoon cards from our deck to our hand. We are going to choose Manifestation and MST. Alright, now we special summon Radiant Typhoon Elfam. Elfam effect, or Eldam effect, we're going to grab another MST. Alright, now we link summon. Radiant Typhoon Varurune the Marine Eidolon. Radiant Typhoon Varurune the Marine Eidolon's effect. We grab MST again. Now we activate Radiant Typhoon Manifestation. We're going to pitch one of our Crocies. This triggers the effect of Varurune to place our Continuous Trap spell. Continuous Trap. Alright. Now we Xyz summon. Number 75, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. What kind of deck is Hugin? Also, how are we searching MST? You search MST with all of the Radiant Typhoon cards. Mandate's effect. We target all 3 of the continuous or the quick play spells in our graveyard. Shuffle them all back. We draw a card. We drew a Runick spell. Perfect. We set 3 cards, and we pass turn. This gives us a interruption with IP Masquerade to link into WP Ball. It gives us a monster negate with Gossip Shadow, and then Varurun allows us to like place our mandate back if we need to. We also have draw with the Flashing Fire and the Fountain. What kind of a deck is Runick? Runick is a slow control deck. It's like Altergeist but good. Hero is broken as hell, dude. I buy a structure deck. They live in a continuous nerf. Yep, but it gives them a lot of bricks to not make them top tier. It's true. Shiren in effect. We are not going to let Shiren resolve. Instead of Shiren special summoning itself and milling, let's go ahead and let's both draw a card. Oh wow, they've added Gimmick Puppets and Virtual World to Duel Links. Good for Hypno and Pickles. Yes, Pickles has been quite happy to get back to Duel Links. And then Hypno is like floored. I think he's still building the deck though. Alright, cool. Well, you guys said there were bots in Bronze. We're gonna have a tier game. Let's play a Banish the deck against tier. Let's see how tier handles having their entire deck banished. Pickles is the Gimmick Puppet Guru. Yes, he is. One is going to activate Super Polymerization, discarding Fabled Lurie, which is fair. He fuses my 2 monsters that have already been used into Muddragon in the Swamp. That's perfectly fine. Special summon back the Fabled Lurie. Alright, well, we'll activate Runick Flashing Fire. We're going to destroy Lurie. Feather Duster plus Lightning Sword plus Raigeki. They should stay like that. If they make heroes consistent, the deck will be disgusting. Heroes are consistent now, thanks to all the new cards that they got, and they are pretty disgusting. Yes, he's gonna make Muddy Muddragon the muddiest of dragons. He did make Muddragon in the Swamp. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I was activating Muddragon in the Swamp's effect. Target lights. That's too late. Now I can't target light monsters, but already targeted. Yo! We banished Lockroom of the Crimson Tears! Get out of here, bro. I don't even want to hear it. Lockroom was banished. That's easy. There's no way they play more than one. Actual Clowns. What's AA? Abyss Actors. Dark Angel plus Dark Law plus Plasma. Yes, and you can easily make that board when you are playing heroes these days. Xyz Summon. Rank 4 Time Thief Redoer. Battle. Time Thief Redoer attacks IP Masquerada. One's going to end their turn. We'll activate Mystical Space Typhoon, targeting the face down card. Radiant Typhoon, Radiant Typhoon mandate, target the Time Thief Redoer and negate its effects. One's going to activate Time Thief Redoer's effect in response. We will chain MST, targeting the same face down card. Oh, it's only once per chain. Ah, unfortunate. Alright, he does get to detach. This triggers Phonics and Varurun. Varurun comes back. That's right. Ha! Easy. Fiendsmith tier, not even a chance. What was this deck? Triple Rhino Heart, Royal Shiren, one Lacrima. I knew it was only one. Kashtira. Yeah, this is what you would see at Master 5 for tier limit. This is basically the exact same list. So yeah, we just stomped a real tier player. Oh, hey, Icy. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Are you the type of guy that chains MST to an enemy MST, targeting your MST to then target their MST? I mean, when I'm playing Duel Links, yes, I have better things to do with MST in this deck, but... This is the old list, now you play tier with Gem Knights? I mean, some people do. Gem Knights in tier... The Gem Knight tier variant is decent. I don't necessarily think it's the best version of tier. It's still pretty gambly. But I mean, everything in tier is gambly these days. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we'll start things off with Runick, which is fantastic. What kind of MST matrix is that? Yeah, for real. Okay, we're gonna activate Runick Slumber. Hold on. Do we Swen first? I think we Swen first, yeah. Alright, we're gonna Swen, we're going to bait his interruption. We grab the Radiant Typhoon Chant. Now we activate Radiant Typhoon Chant, and we're going to use it to draw our Radiant Typhoon Eldam. We banish the top card of his deck. Red Eyes Fusion! Get wrecked, nerd! Eldam effects. We grab the Meghala, because we have Vision in hand. We're going to special summon Meghala. Alright, we have to be careful here. We need to make sure that we don't win-lock ourselves too early. So we're going to activate Runick Slumber. Of course my ace monster would be an angel. Guide them to the afterlife. Level 2. Hugin the Runic Wings. Hugin's effect. We discard a card, and we get to add our Runic Field spell. It's the best version, I think, because Brilliant Fusion is a one-card combo. It's not really a one-card combo. We banish their Red Eyes. Dragoon is gone. It's not really a one-card combo. It does give you something, but you are still completely reliant on milling. Like, what you mill in order to actually see what you're going to make. So, let's see. We're going to link into IP Masquerena here. Alright. Now we activate Radiant Typhoon Vision. We're going to draw MST. Runick Allure's effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Radiant Typhoon Meghala's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. We get to special summon a wind monster from our deck, which will be our Radiant Typhoon Varurun the Vortex. Banish the Claw of Heremos. It just keeps getting worse, guys. Link summon. Link 2, Radiant Typhoon Varurun the Marine Eidolon. Marine Eidolon draws us MST. Set 2 and pass. Dark Magical Circle, we will activate Mystical Space Typhoon. What's the worst archetype you can think of? Burning Abyss. Runick Allure's effect activates as a Chainlink 1. Varun's effect activates as a Chainlink 2. Like, Burning Abyss destroys themselves, which is really, really stupid. Any archetype that destroys itself is bad. Lamau real, though? Yeah. We banished the Eternal Soul, which is also probably a 1-of. That's fantastic. I was going to activate 1 for 1. They pitch a card from their hand. Another Red Eyes. Why are you playing 2 Red Eyes? That's... Oh, he does have Claw of Hermos. Maybe this is a Red Eyes deck as opposed to a... Dark Magician deck. You hear first, Aqua Actress is better than Burning Abyss. I would say so. I would agree with that. Any Gemini archetype? Now listen here. I was forced by one of my members, in the same way I was forced by you to play Assault Mode. I was forced by one of my other members to play Chemicritters in Duel Links. And it was not awful. You could make plays. You just had to be really, really good at the game, and you had to have a really good opening hand. But I do have a Chemicritter deck guide for anyone who wants to play Gemini in Duel Links. Alright, we actually opened 0 Runick cards, which I don't think I've ever done. So we special summon the Meghala first, and we activate Typhoon Chance. And we'll use it to draw our Eldam. They could have made that deck so much better with a good skill. Not really. The deck is still limited by what it can do. Alright, we're going to activate Meghala's effect as a Chainlink 1. I was about to say, except for Chemicritters. Ah, okay, you are based. Okay. What? He's also playing Radiant Typhoon, and I just triggered his monster negate. I'm about to teach him, though. About to teach him why you don't special summon during your opponent's turn 1 when you're playing, when they're playing, what's called, Radiant Typhoon. Let's summon Crocy. Crocy effect. We'll grab the Swen and the MST. Plunder Patrol still isn't playable in DL. That's true. Yeah, he just realized his massive mistake, because you see what was going to happen, guys, is if I played out my turn, I was going to actually link summon, and then I was going to put his monster in the back row. And then not only do I have a free MST target, but now he doesn't have access to his monster negate anymore. So it was actually a huge weakness for him. Let's see. Alright, it appears that we get Nunu in Legends of Runeterra next week, which is going to be really hype. I feel like Standard Duelists have had it for years, or am I just high right now? Yes, Standard Duelists have had Plunder Patrol in the game since like the year after Reigns came out. And we still don't have it yet. Okay. Alright, so we are going to activate Flashing Fire. We're just playing pure Runic this game, which I love. Special Summon Hugin. Allure effect is a Chain Link 1, Hugin is a Chain Link 2, discard the Flashing Fire. No, don't hash me. Alright, well, we banished their Mitsurugi ritual. That's actually pretty good. Set 2 and pass. It's wild that in my deck that, like, dies to one hand trap that also loves quick play spells, I did not put in Call by the Grave. Naya the Ogdoatic Remnant. It's a pure snake deck. Okay. Mill Nunu. Nunu comes back. You always banish good stuff? I mean, my opponents are always playing good cards. That's the thing that you need to understand about Runic. Like, people try and say, well, you know, you're banishing random stuff. Yeah, everything is good, though. People don't play bad cards. Normal summon Lamaya. Lamaya lets him draw Habakiri. Not a lot I can do about that. Okay. Everything is essential. It's true. Exceeds. What rank 4 are you gonna make? King of the Feral. I mean, I guess. Yeah, he's already searched the Habakiri, but he is playing an actual reptile deck, so he probably has more targets than just Habakiri. Is that Charlotte?
What?
Is that Charlotte?
No, that's my ice.
Oh, Marissa? Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing the pet rock thing.
Yeah. Wosu. I strongly encourage you to not tribute my monster in the extra monster. Oh, man. Why would you do that? Okay. My opponent has decided to tribute my monster, which means that my extra monster zone is now open again. So, let's make them regret that. Trample them underfoot! Level 9, Sleipnir the Runic Mane! We banish Ragnarok, a Wicked Butterfly. Which has an effect that triggers when it's banished, but only from the hand or graveyard. That's very funny. It's not a Runic. It's not Runic supported. You're giving me the itch to get back into this game? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a fun game. Everyone feels the itch every now and again. There's Karis. Ogdoatic's been seeing some play recently? Really? Okay. Do you think Runic is a safe deck to get in Duel Links? Absolutely not. Runic will never come to Duel Links. Runic is one of those decks that just is not going to come for any reason. Opponent's going to add an Ogdoatic spell from their deck to their hand. Sleipnir's effect, since my opponent has summoned or has drawn a card, I can now special summon a token. Like a generator. It would need to be severely limited or not all their support at once. Nah, you just can't do it because you would just mill people to death. Ogdoatic Daybreak, tribute 1 monster. For every 2 levels that monster had on the field, special summon 1 token. Okay. Alright, well the opponent activated a quick play spell, so we're going to banish a card. Then we activate Runick's Smiting Storm. Banish cards from the top of their deck equal to the number of cards they control. Top 6. Oh my god! That was 2 copies of Prayers! And we hit Ragnarok of the Evil Seed. What is this pile? Link 3. What is this? I have never seen this card before. Ragnarika Selene Snapper. You can banish up to 2 monsters from your graveyard, target that many spells and traps your opponent controls, and destroy them. He finally got rid of my lure. That is fantastic. Link 3 again. Cosmic Slicer's a roll. Of course. Of course, the Reptile deck is playing the Planet Pollutant Virus nonsense. And now we go Habakiri. I just checked a card called Snake Rain. This thing is unreal. Yeah, Snake Rain is crazy. The insane thing is not Snake Rain. Snake Rain is a powerful card. The insane thing is that Mitsurugi players do not actually play it. They have a card that literally foolishes them for 5, and they don't play it. Now, Ogdoatic will play it all day. There's Mirror. Mitsurugi Mirror effects. There's Habakiri. Ogdoatic Daybreak. Shuffle a banished reptile into the deck, then mill a card. As if Ogdoatic needed more mill. That's insane. Oh yeah, I forgot that Habakiri, when it's on the field, actually nerfs attack points. Such a weird effect. Maybe an ignorant question, but was Sky Striker Runick ever a thing? Seems like they'd go well together. I don't think so. They might have used like a small Runick package at one point. But Sky Striker has like been paired with Tenpai pretty severely since Tenpai existed, so. Activate Sleipnir's effect, we're going to banish the Zarol in itself. I guess I should have banished the Habakiri, because that actually has like levels. He doesn't have a ritual spell, right? I banished both of his copies of Prayers, so I feel like he's not going to be able to tribute his Habakiri. Like, him losing Prayers was a huge blow. He tributes 2. Oh, crap! He still has the... He still has the... Aw, man... Sky Striker can interfere with Runick plays. Yeah, and Runick can also interfere with Sky Striker. So, both of those decks require that you summon to the extra monster zone. Like, Linkage requires that you special summon to the extra monster zone. Ray requires that you special summon to the extra monster zone. And then Runick also only lets you special summon to the extra monster zone. So those two decks kind of like... They seem like they would be pretty good because they're both like slow control decks. Focus on spell cards and special summon for free from the extra deck. But they can't do it at the same time. So you basically play one or the other. Alright, he did get his alien shock trooper, which means that he is going to be able to try and lock me with his trap. Alright, we'll activate Runick Tip. Grab the Flashing Fire, activate Flashing Fire, and destroy the Zerol. There we go. Alright. His lock is gone. The reptiles are reptiling all over the place. It's true. Alright, Nunu gets to come back. Normal summon the Mikoto effect to get back the ritual. Oh, Mikoto can get Kusanagi can get banished cards? That's not good. Mitsurugi Ritual. Ritual summon from deck by attributing from field. So that's going to be Murakumo. It's GG, I guess? Yeah, it is. We tried. He negated me. I don't know. I was playing... I had a weak hand of just Runic cards. He had the Ash, and so I ran out of resources. If he didn't have the Ash, I could have just fountained and I would still be in the game. But, I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. Exactly, lethal. Yo, what's up? Hello, Joel Samuel, Z5W. Welcome to the stream. Alright. If you can find a bridge with Runick and Radiant Typhoon or the opposite, that would be nice. I mean, no, there's no bridge. The two decks have synergy, but they don't go into each other. Alright, here we go. We're going second for once. Sage Effect. That's sad. I mean, you don't want Runick to be a deck that you can bridge into, because it's an engine. So, if it was an easily accessible engine, then everyone would play it. The reason why Runick is balanced is because you have to open Runick cards. You can't just search them. Spirit. Finally going second. It's true. We are. This is our first going second game in 100 minutes. Do you think we can have Canine in Duel Links? I like the art of the cards. Canine would not do too much in Duel Links, to be honest. It's a deck that punishes people for activating cards from the hand in the graveyard during the player's first turn, which is not nearly as common as people complain about. Like, yeah, there's occasionally a card like a Nibiru or Imperm, but for the most part, you are not molested when you go first. And if you're not molested when you go first, then Canine doesn't do anything. Canine is actually a kind of a really weak deck, except for, like, it's an anti-meta deck, so it punishes what is good in the TCG and in Master Duel. And that is not what is good in Duel Links, so it would be probably like a mediocre. It would probably be worse than Sharks. It'd be like a version of Sharks that that made a weaker board, but they probably do the same thing of Nash Knight and Chaos number 104. Especially since there's no Vanquish Soul. Like, pure Canine's already kind of a bad deck. We don't have any good Crystron cards in Duel Links, so yeah, I feel like if they brought Canine by itself to Duel Links, it wouldn't even be tier 3. There's Spirit Dragon. Tribute. Special summon the Blue Eyes. Maiden comes back. Or no, Kaiban the Legend. Okay. Now Maiden comes back. Okay. It's Jet. Chaos Max. Interesting. Okay. Ultimate Fusion into Magia. Ultimate Fusion into Magia. Okay. That is unfortunate. I could activate Radiant Typhoon Crocy, but he would just negate it with Magia, so no. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I wish Crystron was playable in Duel Links. I mean, they'll give them their cards eventually. Crystron's pretty good in Master Duel. Just play Master Duel. Maggie, you don't have to play Duel Links. Duel Links is a trash game. Alright, we mill again. So there's the third Blue Eyes. So this guy is playing the Kaiban the Legend version, so he has 3 Blue Eyes, and he's got all 3 of them in rotation now. Which is impressive, to be honest. I don't feel like he should have summoned Magia to his extra monster zone. I feel like that kind of limits his options for no reason. There's his Spirit Dragon. Spirit Dragon number 1 summons the Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Spirit Dragon number 2 summons the Crimson Dragon. I should get Master Duel on my Switch too? Yeah, absolutely. I wish Altergeist was playable in Duel Links right now on the right character. I mean, Altergeist is fine. There's Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon tags out. He's also going to draw... So he's going to draw Synchro Rumble. He's going to use Synchro Rumble, bring back one of his tuners, and then he's going to go into a third copy of... there's the Seaford. He's going to go into a third copy of Synchro Rumble. Or sorry, a third copy of Spirit Dragon. And then he's going to get like Cosmic Blazar Dragon. So it's going to be Cosmic Blazar with Magia and the Ultimate Spirit Dragon. That's a lot. That's a lot of interruption. I don't know that I'm going to be able to play through this. Especially since I have a trap card in my hand. Wait, I've never done Masochist. Should I do a Masochist run? No. How'd you know he was going to summon Crimson Dragon? The card isn't in Duel Links? Because I played Blue Eyes. I know exactly what he's doing. Alright, he's going to set a trap. That's probably going to be Majesty. Alright, yeah, so we can Majesty for 3. This is a really hard Edward. Oof. I think you can negate literally every card in my hand. We drew MST. That's something. Okay, let's activate Droplet first. No Drill Beam. Magia is 10 times worse than Drill Beam. Okay, he's gonna Ultimate Spirit Dragon to negate that card. Okay. Seifer prevents every card from being destroyed, not just every monster. So I can't just pop his True Light, unfortunately. We'll activate Chant here. Magia is not activating, that's good. There's Crimson Dragon. Alright, Crocie's effect activates. He's gonna negate that with Magia. He's not gonna negate that. Okay. I might have enough spell cards to make this work, chat. I might. It's possible. I need to negate this Seifer Dragon. There's Blazar. Crocie comes out. Crocie effect. He's going to negate this with Seifer. A few weeks ago, I tried summoning Magia through Lady Dragonmaid's effect, and I was trying too hard until someone told me... somebody on Duelist Unite told me fusion substitutes don't work in the banish pile. Yeah, they do not work in the banish pile. Do you think Master Duel is the most fun way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2026? Absolutely. You need like 3 MSTs in hand. You win, I think, all 3 on that trap. Never mind Omni Negate incoming. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay, so wait, he did Magia. Okay, so he Magia negated. He should have Seifer negated there. That was weird. Okay. Alright, we'll activate Radiant Typhoon Chant to add a Radiant Typhoon monster from our deck to our hand. He probably will Blazar this. This guy is just not worried about any of my spell cards for some reason, which is really weird. Alright. Alright, well, normal summon Eldim. Oh, he can negate summons. That's right. Well, fair enough. Alright, we'll activate MST and we're going to destroy True Light. He's going to negate that with Magia. Never mind. Oh, right, because he can negate... He can stop it from being destroyed with Seifer, that's right, yeah. So I did need a third MST. I don't have a third MST. Okay, well, that's fine. Duel Links isn't the most fun way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2026? No, it is not. Didn't Serafi say 10 minutes ago that Duel Links is trash? Yes, I did. Bakura 100, yeah, that's, we are wrecked. We are flipping coins like crazy in this game, though, which is nice. When I play Duel Links, I always go second, so it's nice when I'm playing Master Duel on stream that I almost always go first. Okay. Alright, so we're in a Flashing Fire here. This has to resolve. If I get ashed again, I'm going to go crazy. Alright, please. Please, just let me play Runick one time. Okay. I don't really have any other options to play with this hand. Why Ash? There's Valor. There's Imperm. I don't really care about Valor and Imperm. If I get hit by Valor or Imperm, that's fine. Ash triggers me. Valor and Imperm are inefficient. If someone's playing them, they deserve to win. Ash just should be banned at this point. This guy wants me to go first, okay? Even Mourner? I mean, if someone Mourners me, I'm happy with that. Alright, Runic Destruction. Summon Hugin. Hugin discard Flashing Fire.
One.
Grab Fountain.
Yes.
Activate Fountain. With this hand, I think I just don't get my my Link monster, to be honest. Is that vampires? Oh, it's Tistina. Okay. Tistina Eldritch Vampire. Okay. Alright, we pass. It's our opponent's turn. We're going to activate Mandate. Okay, our opponent has 49 cards left in their deck. So, we are going to pray that we can mill something important before he grasses himself. At least I have MST to... Oh my gosh. Eldritch to hit my Runic Fountain. Activate Cursed Eldland. Okay. Cursed Eldland effect. We'll MST that. He gets to mill. He mills 7 cities of the Golden Land. Which doesn't do anything. Weird. Okay. Well, I really need this SP Little Knight out of my extra monster zone. Whoops. I went to the battle phase and skipped it, and that ended my turn. I should have set these, of course, but I forgot about that. So, Rafi, are you going to play Pokemon Wind and Waves next year? Yeah, I am. What starter are you looking at? Tribute Summon. Tainted of the Tistina. Okay. Normal Summon Finis Terray, Tower of the Necro World. Alright, we're going to MST. Target our mandate. Mandate's effect. Negate Tainted of the Tistina. Mandate's effect, if it's destroyed by MST, I can set it. Alright, no Xyz summoning for you. Effects. You can target one Tistina monster you control, special summon this card. If you do, its level becomes that targeted monster's level. Okay. Then I'll SP in response and bounce this. Gekwa, you. I'm gonna play Pombon. He special summoned a level 5. I don't know why he special summoned a level 5 and not a level 10, but whatever. So no Xyz summoning for him. I figured. What? What about me screams Pombon? Alright, I can go into the battle phase now, so we're going to destroy this level 10. Okay. Main 2. We activate Runick Slumber. And we're going to special summon our Gary the Runic Fangs. I'm going to pick the Angry Bird. Nice. Understandable. Gary's effect, we return Runic Fountain. And then we're also going to special summon the Radiant Typhoon Varuroon. Alright, we activate Runic Fountain. Now we'll activate Flashing Fire, and we're going to use it to destroy our the Return to the Tistina. That banishes Vampire, Familiar, and Shadow Vampire. What is this deck? Why is he actually playing vampires, chat? Special summon Eldim effect. We grab the Swen. Swen special summons itself. Swen effect. We grab Radiant Typhoon Vision. Xyz into Bamboozled Gossip Shadow. Vampires? Holy base? That's right. Alright, we'll activate Vision's effect. We're going to draw 2 cards. Then we can discard Vision. That triggers Crowsea's effect. Crowsea draws us a Radiant Typhoon card and an MST. We're going to grab Phonics and MST. Set the MST. Activate Mandate. We target Radiant Typhoon quick play spells in our graveyard. Shuffle them back in and we draw a card. Alright. Pass. I don't know why there are vampires, chat, but you know, we're gonna take a look at this deck list at the end of the game. I saw the oh, he's gonna use Eldritch the Golden Lord's effect. So he mills. We'll negate that. Thank you for minusing yourself, I appreciate it. Battle. He's gonna attack SP Little Knight. He's attacking Gary. Why would you do that? Alright. Gary was the worst target for that, but fair enough. He sets a spell or trap from his deck, which is going to be the Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. Alright, so we're going to activate Runick Slumber. And we're going to activate Runick Smiting Storm. We toggle on. Banish the top card of his deck, banish the top 3 cards of his deck. This triggers Fountain's effect as a Chain Link 1. Phonix's effect is a Chain Link 2, so we can special summon it. And then we're also going to MST to get rid of this back row. Discordance of the Ticina. Robin Zombie! If your opponent inflicts battle damage to your opponent, if your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. My favorite continuous trap from every Yu-Gi-Oh game ever. He's going to banish Elixir. Okay. Set the Golden Land forever. Well, unfortunately, you don't have any cards to tribute. My turn. Alright, we activate Runic Allure. Now we're going to tribute the Crocy to normal summon Crocy. That triggers Crocy's effect again. So we're going to add Radiant Typhoon Vision and Mystical Space Typhoon from our deck to our hand. Then we activate Radiant Typhoon Vision. We return an MST from our graveyard to our hand. That triggers Runic Allure. Mandate effect. Shuffle 3 back in. Draw 1. We drew another MST. That's perfect. Set 2. Skip the battle phase. Pass turn. Winning the game is for losers. You don't need to win the game. You just need to kill people. Look, we just need to mill 8 more of his cards, and then we'll be even in cards with him. Eldritch the Golden Lord with the spell... How does he have both? Well, thankfully... Oh no, I don't have MST in my graveyard anymore, so I can't use the monster negate. Alright, we are going to have to Gossip Shadow then. Why is he playing... Is that... Dragon Nails? What is this? Alright, we both draw a card. I drew a Runic card, so my card's better. He sets a card face down. Okay. Alright, I'm going to Runic Tip as a Chain Link 1. And then I'm going to MST to destroy my own Runic Tip. We will grab Golden Droplet. Banish the top card of his deck, which is Hound of the Tistina. Allure's effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Allure's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. And then Phonix's effect activates as a Chain Link 3. Shuffling this card back into the deck. We are also going to Droplet. I haven't seen a monster be set in like 100 years. Yeah. They conceded. Well, you need to understand that Tistina actually does like setting cards because they contribute set cards for higher level monsters. All right, what is this guy's deck? Vampire Familiar, Fallen of the Testina, Vampire Retainer, Return to the Testina, Sentinel of the Testina, Hound of the Testina, Vampire Lord, Shadow Vampire, Vampire Duke, Tainted of the Testina, Vampire Grace, Vampire Scarlet Scourge, Eldritch the Golden Lord. Only 2 of them. You don't need 3 Eldritch the Golden Lords in the 60 card list. Come on, guys. Finis Tower of the Necro World. I did not even realize this was not a Testina card when it was out on the field. Demigod of the Testina, Crystal God of the Testina, Miasma Dragon Testina, Vampire's Desire, Curse of the Ancient Turtle, which is a reference to Pyramid Turtle. You can see it is the artwork is Pyramid Turtle with laser eyes. Vampire Kingdom, Divine Domain Batistina at 1. Only 1 copy in 60 cards. Bro hasn't played against Mimigul. Maggie is a girl, but yes, she has not played against Mimigul. Vampire's Domain, 1 copy of Cursed Eldland, 1 copy of 7 Cities of the Golden Land, 2 Breath of the Testinas, 3 Elixir of White Destinies, 1 Play of the Testina, only 1 Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. Crazy! This dude doesn't care about Eldritch at all. Eldorado Adelanto. Discordance of the Testina, Golden Land Forever, 1 copy of Robin Zombie, Imperial Ironwall. He had the out, chat. He had neither player can banish cards. He was sitting on the out, and he just never drew it because he was playing 60 cards. I should have milled him harder. Guardian, Quaquero, Conquistador, Signs of the Testina, which I don't even know what that does. Embrace of the Testina. Crimson Vampire Knight Braum, the Zombie Vampire. The Zombie Vampire! As an actual, like, it doesn't, he doesn't have any level 8, so the only way he can make this is if he actually, like, uses 2 monsters that are owned by the opponent. Testina, the deity that defies darkness. Number 84, Pain Gainer. Number 77, the 7 Sins. Royal Boral Code Dragon. Gorgon and Saryucha. Okay. Alright, we're gonna share this real quick. Alright, so we're gonna post this in Marisol's chat. Just because of the Royal Boral Code. And she's going to be so confused, like, why are you doing this? And then we're going to tag Momiji. Was that a game that I want to save? Sure. Why not? Let's see. They pulled a Royal Boral Code from the anniversary packs and had to put it in use somehow? Probably. Raid Raptors! Let's go! Raiders Night. Raiders Night effect. Rank up into, what's his name? Brave Strix. Brave Strix effect. Grab Skip Force, activate Skip Force, make it into Arsenal Falcon. Hello, Arsenal Falcon. Arsenal Falcon effect, detach 1, special summon a winged beast from the deck. Vanishing Lanius. Vanishing Lanius, special summon from hand. Okay. Raider's Wing. You could just detach a monster to special summon Raider's Wing. Okay. Lincoln and Wystrix. I'm sure this guy knows what he's doing, chat. Alright, Arsenal Falcon was linked off, so now you can special summon Ultimate Falcon from the extra deck. There's the Fuzzy Lanius. Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Set in a rank up magic spell, which is going to be the Rise rank up magic Raid Raptor's Force. And now he needs to go into the Force Strix, which he will. Okay. Force Strix attach 1. They grab Glorious Bright, which negates cards. And pass. We take 1,000. Can you out a tower? No. No, I can't. But... but... we don't have to out a tower if we just, like... if we just, you know... mill them. So, that's the plan right now. Alright, we'll MST... we're gonna MST this card. Which is the Glorious Bright. Alright, now we activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. We're gonna grab an MST. Okay. That is fine. MST number 2. Alright, we MST again. We're going to target his Rise rank up magic spell. He's going to activate it in response. Alright, we're going to activate Runick Flashing Fire. Why can't I target this? Why can I not target this? There's no reason why I can't target this. What the heck? An exceeds monster whose original attribute is dark has this card's material gains this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Are you serious? Well, that outs my plan there. That's okay, though. Hey, Serafi. Hello, Flippy. He still doesn't have any monsters to destroy, so it's just a big, giant monster that I can't kill. Okay. Alright, so... We special summon Swen. Swen's effect. We grab Vision. Activate Curses. Special summon Hugin the Runic Wings. This is gonna be funny, not gonna lie. Thanks. I'm glad that my suffering is amusing to you. Alright, we activate Runic Fountain. I need to get these cards out of the extra monster zone. So Typhoon. Typhoon is an interesting idea. Alright. Alright, we activate Runic Slumber. Fountain's effects. Alright, we activate Runic Tip. And we're going to add Runic Allure. Do we want to add Runic Allure? Yeah. Crowsea's effect activates. Crowsea's second effect. We activate Runic Allure. Now we activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. Okay. We season the Gossip Shadow. Set one. Pass. Revolution Falcon's effect. It's not great. We'll activate SP Little Knight, and we're going to bounce our monsters that are in attack position. Everything else loses 1,000 attack points, then we bring these back. Okay. As long as we keep monsters out, we don't take any damage from his bolt every turn. He's going to Raigeki. Well, that is not great. Yo, high gold mine, yeah. Alright, let's see. He's gonna attack me directly. Alright, we activate MST. Destroy Runick Allure. That triggers Phonix's effect, it comes back. Alright, we take 3,500. Neosrafi, have you seen the new Goki Fusion monster? Yes, I play with it on stream. He's gonna link summon again. Make SP. No, my fountain! How are you not locked into winged beasts? Ah! Oh wait. Oh, he's an idiot. He used okay. He used 2 main deck monsters, so he doesn't actually get to banish my my fountain. That's fine. He activates Raid Raptor Roost. Oh no, that's an anti-mill card. Why do Raid Raptors have an anti-mill card? He can target banished cards? No, my entire strategy. Why is Raid Raptor the anti-Runick deck? That's ridiculous. Alright, we take 1,000. We drew Manifestation. Okay. Manifestation, get back the Mystical Space Typhoon. I can't Typhoon anymore because he didn't actually summon 2 monsters from the extra deck. They just have the bigger bird, unfortunately. Look, I just need a minute to figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay. Alright, he's gonna chain his SP to my SP. Jeez. This is not going well. Alright, he's locking me out of cards and effects. GG. Alright, we had no way of outing a towers, unfortunately. Outing a tower is pretty hard. Outing two of them is a lot harder. My chat's not. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're gonna activate freezing curses. Special summon Hugin. Discard the mandate. I'm so glad Radiant Typhoon doesn't have a field spell. If they did, it would make this impossible. Alright, so we'll vision to draw. We draw our MST. Then we'll activate the other Radiant Typhoon vision. Draw 2 to discard 1. So Crocy is our summon. Unfortunately, that means that we are locked into wind. Okay, hold on. Eldum, grab Swen. Special summon Swen. Swen, grab Chant. Chant, grab the Meghala. Special summon Meghala. Alright, now we activate Droplet. Oh, it's... Is it Goki? No, this is okay, this is a bot. The bot's just playing, like, cards from the new pack. Alright. Xyz into Gossip Shadow. Set 2 and pass. Is he even gonna play anything is the question. I don't know if bots can play Doomsy. It's kind of a tricky deck. Okay, let's see. Is Gossip Shadow the same card people play with Heroic Champion number 86 Rongo Miniad? Yes, it is. It has 2 effects. Once per turn when an opponent's monster effect is once per turn when an opponent's monster activates its effect, as a quick effect you can attach 2 materials from this card. The activated effect becomes both players draw 1 card. You can target one other number exceeds monster you control, attach this card to it, and transfer its materials to that monster. So, Gossip Shadow could give Rongo Miniad like 4 materials. Or it could also give you a monster negate while you are locked under either rank 3s or wind. And in particular, Gossip Shadow sees play in Speedroids for this reason. Bots aren't actually going to play. We're just going to wait until it times out. Amazing? Yep. Well, I mean, I appreciate all of my viewers, of course. We're having a good time, playing some fun. No growth today, but that's okay. You know, he's streaming for 2.5 hours. Probably going to cut it short after the next good game. So I didn't want to cut it short after the last game because I lost in this game. Is a bot game. So we'll cut it short after the next game that's actually, like, playable. Pull up Tetris. True. Okay, time limit win. Let's play a good game. Are we going to go second this time? No. Yes, we are going second. Okay, let's see. Alright, so far we have lost every game going second. We will see how this game goes. There was no response from the game server. Okay. Konami's determined. They're like, Sarafi, you gotta stream for at least 3 hours. We're gonna drag this out for you as long as possible. If you're looking for a good game to end on, you're not gonna get one for the next 20 minutes. Thanks, Konami, I appreciate it. Gives me the motivation. Well, we opened Fountain, which is not bad. We didn't open anything to go with it. But we could draw something. Is this Dark Magician? Yes, it is. I am so stiff, you guys have no idea. Alright. There's a stream I watch every Friday, either while I'm at lunch on work or after work. I'm not working today, so I'm going to do it today, which starts at noon Eastern on Friday. So I'm pretty eager to get back to that. I watch very few content creators. There are very few people that I will like actually tune into. I'll watch Icy's stream because Icy is pretty active with his chat, so it's pretty interesting to like just kind of talk to someone who understands what, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh is and have them listen to me. But other than Icy and this other guy that I'm watching today, I don't really watch anybody. Oh, and Luke Von Karma. I don't watch him. I don't watch his streams, but I'll watch his videos because he puts out videos about like replays from Master Duel, which I think are really funny. It's Blue Eyes again. I mean, as long as he doesn't make Magia, I feel like I'll be fine. It's gonna be a little annoying to try and deal with the Seafer protection, but not impossible. All right. Active with his chat, that is you as well. I can't watch my own streams. So in terms of YGO, I usually watch you, Prodigy, and then C-Rax, mostly because he does more than Yu-Gi-Oh! I do more than Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. What was my last not Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream? Hold on. Yeah, I was playing Wizard 101 like 3 days ago. Oh, let me see. Let's see. I streamed Wizard 101 twice 4 days ago. And then I also did a full playthrough of Knack. I did Knack from start to finish. That game took me 10 hours. I have an Inscription stream. I have 2 Inscription streams. Last Remnant, Warframe, or not? Yeah, Warframe. Yeah, that's what it's called. League of Legends. I've played some Hearthstone. So yeah, I got tons of games. Where is there a Dark Magician on my stream? Where did this come from? Magician Souls. Fair enough, but it is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! You're right. It is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! I said be right back then and then never came back. I was pinged to play tag duels on Omega. Wait. What? Wait, what? Bro! Okay? Hold on. Are you just gonna bring back Spirit? Yeah, okay. This is why you don't play Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. In case you're wondering, chat, this is your end board if you play Dark Magician and Blue Eyes at the same time. Alright. Alright, we activate Runick Fountain. We drew Tip, which is fantastic for Runick Fountain. If you want to know how to pronounce the name, it's just C Reacts. What the junk? Yeah, for real. Alright, he's activating the effect of True Light to special summon a Blue Eyes from hand or grave. Alright, we're going to activate MST. Target the True Light. The opponent's going to activate Ultimate Fusion in response. I don't know why you would ever Ultimate Fusion when I am about to destroy your True Light, but okay. Bro thinks he's him, it's true. Alright, we activate Runick Tip. Alright, so we're going to draw Runick Freezing Curses. Did we just banish a Blue Eyes? We just banished one of his Blue Eyes. Alright, here's his fusion. I guess he's going to destroy my Runick Fountain, which is unfortunate. This is just Tyrant Dragon? Alright, bro. Whatever. Alright, he's gonna Spirit to negate his... He did not Spirit to negate his True Light. Well then, in that case, I'm gonna activate Freezing Curses. I'm gonna negate your Tyrant Dragon, so it's not unaffected. And then we chain Vortex. Goodbye. We banished Alternative White Dragon, the Gaze of Timaeus, and the Eye of Timaeus. Crowsea's effect. Crowsea draws us Eldom and then MST. Eldom special summon, Eldom effect, we grab the Swen. Special summon Swen. Swen effect. We grab the Chant. Activate Chant. Chant, grab Megala. Special summon Megala. Link to Marine Eidolon. Marine Eidolon effect. Draw MST. Now we activate Visions. We're going to draw 2 and then discard 1. That triggers Meghala as a Chain Link 1 and Varurun as a Chain Link 2. What up, Neo? Every time I see you with this gray shirt, it's one of my favorite shirts. I wash it. Alright. Okay, so now we set everything. Tutoru 2006. How about you envision some women? Yeah, because of Radiant Typhoon Vision. Yeah. Anyway, how's the stream going? It is almost over, thankfully. Activate Allure. And pass. Alright, this is a pretty solid board. No, wait, no! I didn't skip the battle phase! Ah! Bro, I high-key just woke up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't skip my battle phase. So now when I go to the battle phase next turn, it's going to be skipped. Oh, and I forgot to... Oh, I forgot to exceed into, Gossip Shadow. I specifically left 2 3s so I could exceed into Gossip Shadow and give myself some extra interruption. Ah, I was distracted by chat. I was talking about my shirt. Thankfully, this guy is playing Dark Magician Blue Eyes, and I think he shuffled 1 Blue Eyes back, but like he has a Blue Eyes banished. He has a Dark Magician in graveyard. I don't know that he has anything left. Womp womp, yeah, womp womp for real. Is this guy just gonna wait and time out like the bot? Is he just bot behavioring now? At 2 Speeda? Nope, he's good. It's annoying how it works. I know in paper most people don't bother explicitly saying it, and it's implied from what a coder vid said. Alright, so that is the deck. Here is the deck list. 1 copy of Radiant Typhoon Magala, 3 copies of Eldam, 3 copies of Swen, 3 copies of Crocy, 1 Varurun the Vibrant Vortex, 1 Phonix the Great Flame, 1 Runic Fountain, 2 Runic Allures, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, 2 Runic Tips, 3 Runic Flashing Fires, 1 Runic Destruction, 2 Freezing Curses, 2 Slumbers, 1 Smiting Storm, 3 Golden Droplets, 3 Chance, 1 Manifestation, 3 Vision, and 1 Mandate, 2 Hugins, 1 Munin, 2 Garys, 1 Sleipnir, 2 Bamboozling Gossip Shadows, 1 Typhon, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 SP Little Knight, 2 Varurun the Marine Eidolon, 1 Heralsgear the Desperate Doom Eagle, and 1 Fancy Ball. Wait, this is low-key cheap. That is because there are no hand traps on the deck. Mills? Yes, this is a mill deck. That is what Runick does. Alright, Runick is quite cheap with how many hits it has. It's true. Our best card is limited to 1. That's right.